The prophet Amos is the first of the canonical prophets, the words being written down, and he is keen on communicating this aspect of religion which applies also to us. One cannot be worshipping God and cheating each other. There is one linear movement. Indeed, in our Christian life, we are called to perfect charity. The gospel is the fulfillment of the law, and how much more grave is it if we find ourselves seriously hurting others and thinking we are worshipping God. And even worse, seriously hurting others while worshipping God. It happens. How many prayer groups are dysfunctional, with power struggles? How many perfect liturgies are executed at the cost of charity? It makes no sense. Worship also is a theme in St. Paul's instructions to his own disciple Timothy, the young bishop, as he has to care for the church at Ephesus. One is asked to pray for all categories of people, and the motive is that it is the Father's will that all be saved. That is a good notion in worship. We represent the whole of creation, the whole of mankind, and we have the heart of Christ. Any soul who might wander into church is not there by chance. Each one should be healed. And things can happen by wandering into church. One thinks of, for instance, the young Augustine, who happened to go into church in Milan and was moved by the beautiful melodious sound of the echoing psalmody in church. And he was moved to tears. Beauty is its own powerful evangelizer. And if our assemblies are not beautiful, we can ask, are they authentic expressions of worship? Years ago, the bishops were meeting in Lourdes in France, and one bishop quoted the words of a young man who had just committed suicide. He had left a letter behind him addressed to different categories of people, and towards the end of it he had left this word, which was quoted to all these bishops in France. À vous les chrétiens, je dis, to you Christians I say, j'ai été ébloui par la beauté de vos évangiles. I was blown over by the beauty of your Gospels, mais désespéré par la laideur de vos assemblées, but made desperate by the ugliness of your assemblies. Would that be also valid for us? If so, why? Alas, one problem is that the priests who are active are covering up for those who are no longer active, and it can lead to having to celebrate one Mass after another in a short time, and the quality suffers. we need always to approach the sacred mysteries as though it were the first time ever, and never give the impression that there's another celebration more important to follow. With regard to the Gospel, it has been interpreted in many ways, but this we can certainly take with us. The use of what we have, resources, money, is an expression of where our priorities are, and although we have to handle money, it can also be a source of gaining not just physical gain, but also spiritual gain, merit. The Lord himself gives instruction on this. When you give alms, let not your left hand know what your right is doing, and that surely implies that we do it discreetly. After the death of John Henry Newman, the poor came out of the woodwork and made it known how so many medical bills had been paid for by him discreetly. Therefore, although one is, in inverted commas, wasting resources, on the copybook of eternity, it's no wastage at all. Whereas selfish use of money is. And if, for instance, a community or a consecrated person gains many things to make life comfortable, even luxurious, the question then poses itself: which way is the merit going? Is it becoming demerit? There is an old unwritten law among the saints of the centuries. It's this: when in need, give. And it works. The providence that rules the world honors those who honor him or it. Trust. But one has also to exercise the gift of prudence. If that's not exercised, things go awry, and a whole community to boot. The old definition still holds true. Prudentia est auriga virtutum. Prudence is the charioteer of the virtues.